Hello everyone, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to a channel review slash update video for 2017. In this video, I'm going to be looking back at some of the stuff that has happened on my channel this year. We're going to look at some of the statistics and analytics that you can see on the screen right now. I'm going to go through some of my past videos and live streams, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my plans for the future as well. Now, I did something like this last year. I'm not going to take up all your time. It's not going to be a massive 45-minute video where I go systematically through every single thing. I'm going to try and condense this and make this a lot shorter for you to digest. Also, I should say this video is going to be for those of you that watch my videos, that watch my live streams, or care about me or my channel. So if you don't really care about any of that sort of thing, this probably isn't the video for you. But if you do enjoy this channel, you do care about what I have to say, then by all means stick around because there's going to be a few things that we're going to discuss today. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to look at the analytics first. I've got 4 tabs open at the top of the screen. This tab by here is January the 1st, 2017 up until December the 18th. I'm recording this on the 20th of December. So the furthest back, or the most recent date rather, it let me go to is the 18th of December. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing then for the year previously. So 1st of January 2016 until the 18th of December 2016 as well. So have a look at this year. Watch time is pretty good. We're up 38, well, we got 38,000 on the watch time, that's hours. 38,000 hours, that's really good. We compare that to last year, which was up as well, 28,000. So I've gone up by 10,000 in the watch time. That's really good. My average view duration's actually dipped a little bit though. It was just under 7 minutes, whereas previously it was about 7.5. So I've lost about 30 seconds there. If you want to be a big nerd with the data, then that's something I need to try and improve upon going forward. If we have a look at the views, I'm up on the views, 327,000 views, which is really good. Most of that's going to be my tutorial videos. I know my Shogun 2 one keeps getting loads and loads of video. It's almost like a semi kind of popular trending kind of video now, where that's on, I think it's on like 150,000 views, and then you've got other stuff then, other tutorials that take up like 40,000, 30,000, etc., and they all play a part among all my other videos as well. So that's up 327,000, whereas previously it was 224,000. So far so good. I've made some good improvements. If we look at the likes and dislikes and stuff, likes are actually down unfortunately this year. We are on 6,500, whereas it's gone down by 23%. Previously that was 8,400. I lost about 2,000 odd. Dislikes has gone down again. It's interaction, so I wouldn't mind down dislikes, believe it or not. It all helps for your interaction, but that's gone down by 53%, which is insane. It was 1,159, and it's down by half, so ridiculous. Comments, that's gone down unfortunately as well. 35,000, it's gone down by 67%. This is insane. Look at this. Comments, 109,000. I got a funny feeling though that's to do with the YouTube live streaming, and they each comment on a live stream, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think that actually counts. I'm kind of used to do quite a lot of live streaming back in between this time period. I think that's where a lot of that's come into it, but I might be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is. So it was 109,000, it's gone down to 35,000. Shares has gone up, so thank you guys for all of you that have shared, whether you've liked it on Twitter, shared it on Facebook or emails. I don't know whether you do or not, but any sort of sharing to your friends or social media is always appreciated on this channel, so thank you so much for that if you have done that. Videos in the playlist have gone up. I've done quite a lot of playlists this year. It's gone up by 62%. It was down. It was 1,600, that's gone up, but the subscribers has actually gone down by about 30%. It was 1,192, whereas it was 1,786 previously. So some interesting things to take there. It's small improvements, it's not major, I would say. I mean, the watch time is good, and the views are good. That's increased, so that's good. View duration could be better, could make the content perhaps more better to digest. As far as subscribers go, there's been obviously a lot of talk this year about the adpocalypse, whether that plays a part, whether it's just because I've made changes in my content, which I'll go into in the second part of this video. But it's interesting stuff. And if you have a quick look then at the top 10 videos, you'll see on here, this is where most of my views come from on the channel. It's all my tutorial videos. So my Warhammer one's got 7,000 hours watch time by here. Within that time period, Shogun 2's got just behind it, and we got 41,000 views in that time frame. 43, 36, 28, 21. You go back then previously, again, it's 5 tutorials maybe not as high, but here 4, 6, 9, 30 and 50. So really good, collectively a good effort here. Then I got my Portugal campaign. That was a surprising video this year. Did really well for me. Wales campaign always does really well, the first episode of that. This is a video I made for Football Manager this year, which has done really well for me. How to install club and team logos. That's doing really well. Another episode from the Portugal campaign. And then how to play Gwent. A little tutorial I thought would be a good idea for the new Gwent game that came out. I say new, it was out last year now, wasn't it? But interesting statistics. And if you just changed to the year before, a couple of different ones. I got the Hojo campaign on here a couple of times. Kingdom of Wessex, I was doing quite a lot of Total War Tiller, Age of Charlemagne DLC back then, and Lombards as well. So that's how they factored into that, and I was playing quite a lot of that at that time last year when that game came out as well. So that's what my statistics are sort of telling me right now. If we're going to look at some of the videos that we've done, so at the bottom of the screen right now, you'll see that it says a year ago. This is all stuff now from a year ago. I was doing quite a lot of Wood Elves stuff, finishing that campaign off for Total War Warhammer. I was doing my Gwent stuff, which you've seen that on my channel this time last year. Play it, really get into Gwent. I was finishing off my Carthage campaign, starting to get a bit bored of it, get a bit stale. I did some challenge videos by here, hashtag not my YouTube. That was with Geeky Time Pals. It was his challenge, so I took part in it. And then you look at this, I've done quite a lot of live streams with The Witcher. I was doing loads of Witcher. I did a little bit of Football Manager, touched on Football Manager again with the Wrexham and then Merthyr. I started doing Journeyman. I was getting into Football Manager quite a lot. This is where you start to see the channel start to change, basically, going to sort of 9 months ago. And you see the views are not that great, really. 66, 77, 71, 28 on an update video there. The streams always do a lot better. 180, 181, 145, 201. So the videos always seem to double, at least, the views that I was getting, which was really good. And you can see I did quite a lot of Witcher stuff. I was really into Witcher. 2 hours 45, 2 hours 38. 181 views, 167 views. This video by here, Jake Peter, God rest him, God rest his soul, he was a great content creator. I had 5,500 views on this. I don't think I monetized it because it's not really, I just didn't want to. But it's actually 21 minutes long. It's not though, it's like 3.5 minutes, but I accidentally didn't edit the video properly, so I had like a massive black screen for like the last sort of 18 minutes of the video. My fault on the editing, basically, but that did quite well, as you can tell. A lot of people made videos about him when everybody heard of his passing, and then going on then from there. This was 8 months ago, so God, that was 8 months ago. That's shocking. 105 views, 2,000 for this Duchy of Croatia. That was quite good. I quite enjoyed that campaign and got into that campaign a little bit. It looks like the numbers are all the wrong way around, but you've got to get episode 17, 14, 13, 12, 4. I think that's because of release times and stuff, but I quite enjoyed the Duchy of Croatia campaign. That was a really good campaign that I was doing, and I released quite a lot of videos of it. Going through them, we did some Kingdom Come Deliverance. Again, that was something which I went through like a phase. The thing is, this has been the year of me trying out a lot of different things and going through a lot of different phases. The streaming was always there because I quite enjoy the streaming. One of my favourite things about the channel is the streaming, but a lot of it was sort of Total War campaigns. Like I go on by your video that I made, it had 86 views. Total War campaigns, are they good content for YouTubers? Discussion. I made this little discussion video. I was quite interested to see what your feedback was, because this is sort of where I was thinking, you know what, Total War's gone a bit stale. I'm making these videos and spending lots and lots of hours editing, recording, uploading. It takes a lot of time. Obviously my channel's well documented with my upload speed, and I wasn't really getting much of a payoff, and you'll see that on some of these. So like, you go into the campaigns and I'm only getting like 20 odd views in some cases, and it was just really frustrating for me as a content creator. Like this one by your Beastmen, 47 views. That was 5 months ago. And I know you might be thinking, oh, but you got to put more effort and stuff in, but I was, or at least I felt like I was. Like I'm using TubeBuddy, which you can see up here, which helps you pick the best tags. It helps you rank them, helps you, it gives you advice on sort of descriptions and stuff, what to include, how many tags have you used. Thumbnail advice. I've always prided myself on doing good, clear thumbnails, as you can see on the screen. They all stand out quite a lot. So I was quite, obviously, not disgruntled, I guess, but a little bit frustrated perhaps, because I just wanted to sort of, branch out and try other things. So we move on to the sort of 5 months ago then. Also, quick mention, the search for boobs. Really enjoyed that. That was a one-off video, and it went down quite well. 350 views. Really random, really good. I started doing more Warhammer stuff. Also, I also mentioned, and didn't mention this, you got episode 2 of the Royal Cast by here. Episode 1 happened, oh god, it happened a long time ago. Also, I did this as well, the Windsor and Bath vlog. I enjoyed that. That was a good day out. Where's episode 1 of the Royal Cast? I think I've just totally missed out episode 1. Where the hell's that gone? Well, episode 2 is by here anyway. Episode 1 might have been the year before, actually. The most inactive podcast going. Me and Panda do this. Really enjoy it. But again, 68 views for something which is 50 minutes long, near enough. 50-minute video, which is half decent quality. You know, obviously have to make concessions and reduce certain things in the bit rate, but I make it good enough for YouTube and good quality. Like a 50-minute video like that can take all day to upload for me, and that's the frustrating thing. So when you do put a lot of effort into a video and you're not getting the payoff, that's where it gets quite frustrating. I hadn't streamed for ages by this point as well. I think my last stream was, where's it by, The Witcher, 7 months ago, and then I went a few months then without streaming, and I was getting like withdrawal symptoms and all sorts. About 3 months later, I come back. The prince that was promised, that's Gandalf with my face on it, but there. I don't know why it's showing twice for some reason, but I came back, did a little mini stream where I just discussed things with people. I was just there talking. Look at that. That stream had nearly 300 views. I think people were like, oh my god, he's back. Holy shit. It's Gandalf. Dragonheart. It was crazy. So it was great to be back, and I was really happy to, because the YouTube streaming community is sort of my channel. That's where all the awesome people sort of come out and play, so to speak. So I was really missing my streams at this point. My channel this year, it was a big battle with sort of what had happened with BT. It was me constantly having to get engineers to come out and they're not showing and booking time off and getting frustrated. They wanted to try and get money back from them, and it was sort of to in and fro in constantly until we had new cables put in. And even though it's not much of an improvement, my download did go up. It went from like 8, well, it's like 6.5 average, but it was supposed to be like 8 meg. I'm now getting about 13 meg download. My upload didn't go up by much. It was like 0.6 to 0.75. That's gone up to about 1, give or take, but it does drop down to like 0.7, 0.8 sometimes. Upload's not very good where I'm from, so it's an improvement. It helped and stabilized things, and I you know, it's frustrating basically, but I can't really talk enough about it because that's all I do is talk about it. But it was great to be back. So I did lots and lots of Warhammer stuff, Carcassonne campaign, Von Karstein, and I think this is where I started to get a bit drained because I was excited, but then the gameplay was the same thing over and over, and again I wasn't really getting the views. Like I got episode 10, which was a 1 hour special, but near enough a 1 hour special, and I had 35 views, and again that video takes a long time to upload, and I feel like this is a big massive shout out to Barak Michael Shmuel, because he's been a great supporter of the channel and he really enjoys the Warhammer content. But I feel like he's the only one that does, because he's the only one that ever comments. He's the only one that watches the videos all the way through. He's the only one that has shown any interest in them. And from somebody who has had primarily a Total War channel, that can be quite frustrating, because I want to have more people enjoy it and more people take part. But the stream is the way everyone takes part, and I got back into it with BioShock. Really enjoyed that. That was a good game. Never played I say never played BioShock. I played it briefly for like half an hour back on Twitch back like 3 years ago at the request of Panda, and then I said, right, if I'm going to come back to streaming, I'm going to come back properly, and I want to play a game I never played before, a new game for me to play and actually just go all the way through. And I did, and I really enjoyed BioShock. It's really good. I think it did like 6 or 7 streams. Yeah, 7 streams. Really good. Did a giveaway for Warhammer 2. I always try to give a little bit back to the community. I do giveaways for new Total War games usually. I'll probably do a giveaway for the new Total War game that comes out next year, which is going to be the Britannia, I can't remember what it's called now, off the top of my head. I will remember it because I got a video up on the top of the screen, but that video, the Britannia one, probably do a giveaway for that. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so Norska, Carcassonne, Von Karstein, some of them did okay, like 177 views, 194, 194, 184, and then it dropped to like 25. I went from 194 to 25, and again, there's like no comments and stuff, and it's like a dead thing. I did a channel update, and I was like, right, I think I might stop doing Total War Burner at this sort of point. So I was thinking about it. I started doing a Clash of Kings, which is one of my favourite mods ever, for Mount & Blade Warband, and that was really good. I had quite a lot of creative sort of, I guess you could say creative freedom, as if I'm some sort of director or actor or something, but I was able to put my own spin on it. Each thumbnail was different, so I got that one there, got number 2 over here, number 3. Then you got number 4 is the Lannister Bannister. Number 5 you got Sandor Clegane and the Hound and just stuff like that. So I got really sort of hyped by it. And it was good. I did some streams with Wintertooth, so I was doing a little bit of Warhammer, keeping my hand in with the Wintertooth campaign. Then I got sponsorship hype because I actually got sponsored, so which is by here. 1,800 views, so nearly 2,000 views. I got sponsored by YouTube Gaming, and okay, everyone's sponsored by YouTube Gaming now, but I got sponsored before everybody did. What I mean by that is, they rolled it out to people who applied for it first. I got it, and then it was like a week or two later that everybody else on YouTube had it. I think I had it before PewDiePie. So there we go. Just saying, actually, you probably had it before me. But, you know, the point I'm making is that I was really hyped, really privileged. I felt like a lot of hard work had gone into the channel with the streaming and the community that I had been cultivating. So to have the sponsorship button, which in my case is a love heart with the Welsh flag basically on it, so it's Dragonheart, and it's personal to me, so I thought that was pretty cool. Shout out to HS as well for that, because he's the guy that gave me the idea for doing that, so big shout out to him. Did some tutorials again, a bit disappointed with this one, because I did a tutorial for Fall of the Samurai, put a lot of effort into it, 34 minutes. I really think my tutorials out, you know, if you watch any of my tutorial videos, you can see a lot of work goes into it of what I'm going to talk about, how I discuss things, how I approach certain things. Because I'm talking about Total War mechanics as if I'm talking to a beginner, that's why they're beginner guides. And I'm a bit disappointed this one only got 267 when the other ones are getting like tens of thousands of views, so a little bit gutted, but oh well, it happens sometimes. We got a streamer of Resident Evil, Panda did that, so that was her stream and I was just sitting in the background having a laugh. And there you go, this is the video over here, 740 views. Warhammer 2 series plans and updates. So this is where I decided, right, enough's enough, I'm going to just give up on the whole Total War thing. And it was around about this time then that I started doing Cardiff City, which is my local team. Well, it's not where I'm from, but I'm near enough from Cardiff, I guess. I was born in Cardiff, so my local team. I did a FIFA series. FIFA hadn't long come out, so it was a new game. I was getting the views off that. Cardiff, I don't think anybody else or very few people were doing Cardiff at the time, so I started doing that. That fizzled out, though. I got bored. When you're sitting down playing football constantly, there's only so much you can do with it. And from a content creator standpoint, it can be quite stifling. Which unfortunately is probably a theme for my channel and for me personally. This is why I like streaming, because it's active and every stream's different, whereas videos could be very same thing. So with a football thing like Cardiff or you know FIFA and stuff, it's you're playing football constantly and nothing else happens. You're playing football. You can make exciting stuff by commentary and put your own spin on it, but ultimately the mechanics are the same thing, and it's gonna die down eventually. So that's what happened there, and that's how I ended up giving up on the Cardiff thing. Spec Ops: The Line, again, I did 3 streams on that. Bloody good game. Shout out to Lord Rexasaur, who bought me that game and gifted it to me on Steam like 3 years ago now, and I only just got around to playing it, but it was great. So I did that 2 months ago, really loved it. Recommend it to anybody. Check it out in the Christmas sales, guys, because that'll probably be cheap. Probably get it for a couple of quid, so have a look. It's a good game that I'd recommend. I completed it in 3 streams. Let's see, 2 hours 22, 2 hours 18, 2 hours 40... Call it, I don't know, 7-8 hour game. You can do it in 7-8 hours if you play like I did. So it's just a nice short game to pick up for the cheap if you want a cheap thrill. If you want a cheap thrill, pick it up, guys. So then Warhammer 2 came out, and this is where again I got frustrated because I wasn't going to do. Well, I made the decision what my plans and updates for Warhammer 2, but then this is where I sort of crossed over into a different territory for my channel, because I started doing the FIFA stuff. I started doing Warhammer. I did a couple of Skaven streams. And I started doing my Lizardmen stuff, and you can see it was a brand new game. This is Total War Warhammer 2 we're talking about. I was a Total War channel primarily, a game which I adore, that I hate to love and love to hate, that I have mixed feelings on, that I have passion for it, and I have thousands of videos on it of different series and updates and all sorts. So for me to play it and get like 200 views for the first episode when I've done stuff in the past, I've had a few thousand views. Okay, I've never been one to have masses of views, but again, it's that issue of so many people now on YouTube get early access. They're crap, some of them are. I'm gonna just put it bluntly. Some of them are just boring as fuck. They don't have perhaps the enjoyment. I watch some of them and they don't talk about much on the campaign map, and it's just I get bored watching them. Okay. Some people probably get bored watching me, but at least I try to jazz it up and put my own spin on it and stuff. And they get early access, so they've done like 20, 15, 10, whatever videos beforehand. So they've got a nice conveyor belt of videos for the first few weeks that are going to get thousands of views, tens of thousands of views, hundreds in some cases. and then I get stifled and kicked in the ass because I only get like 200, 113, 63, 54, 32, 39, and by which point I get like up to 8 or 9, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. So episode 9 came along, did the update, 41, 5 minutes long. It wasn't just that, it was frustration. It was frustration from me within sort of the Total War community as a YouTuber, because I never felt like I wasn't getting the views, which is I do this because I enjoy it, but I also want to be successful while doing it and try and get decent views. Okay, the apocalypse and YouTube changes to algorithm and all stuff like that does play a factor, but I also feel like after doing YouTube the amount of time I've done it, I'm a lot better at doing it and can get my point across a lot better in videos and make better quality videos than I used to. So I feel like the payoff is not there. And if I'm going to spend hours and hours recording something and there's no payoff, then the chances are, especially if it's a game where I got mixed feelings on, I'm not going to continue it. And that's what happened in the case of Warhammer 2. So, to cut a long story short, I dropped Warhammer 2. I was getting frame rate issues and lots of crashes while recording it, getting frustrated. I was coming home from work tired. I'd get home, I'd have my food and stuff, I'd settle down, I'd be thinking, right, I'm not seeing Pandas tonight, I got 2 hours, 3 hours, to myself, I'm going to try and record this and do a bunch of episodes, and an hour and a half later I hadn't recorded the first episode because I've been having issues with my computer crashing and not taking to the game very well. So I was having these issues and it was frustrating. I did a little bit of Shadow of War, mixed feelings on that game. I was like, that wasn't the best of games. And then this is where I changed things completely. Channel rebrand. I did a channel rebrand and new directions video where I had a new banner. I had like the crowd sort of behind me, football crowd behind me with like the red and white sort of things glazoned on. I kept the dragon with the fire. I kept the sort of YouTube-y, gimmicky kind of cartoon version of me, but I changed the font and stuff. The logo changed slightly as well. I made it white writing rather than the gold yellow writing I always used to use. Made it sort of look a bit slicker, because at the start of the experiment a little bit with Football Manager, I wanted to go into it a bit more and become more of an FM YouTuber. So that started going on for the last couple of months. FM came out, FM 2018. So I did these Who to Manage videos a week before release. Didn't do the best reviews, 74, 59, 50, but then I did tutorials and stuff, and that's where the views really went well for me. 3.7, 4.9, 6.7, really good videos. They're only short, 4-minute, 3-minute videos, but they all did really well. They're all quite clear. I respond to comments. I get comments every week now on these videos, a little bit like my tutorial videos for Total War, the beginner guides, and did well. I then did a Swansea series, mini-series for the beta. I didn't finish the season with them though. I went up to about Christmas time, did like 7 or 8 episodes. I then did a video for my local team, Merthyr Town, saying that they're in trouble, need some help because they're in financial difficulty, and I talked a little bit about grassroots football and stuff like that. So interesting. I started doing these Cardiff City talk things as well, which again, I'm only getting 27, 24 views. The interest isn't there, so if the interest isn't there, I move away and try something else. That's what I do. I'm like a gambler. I got to keep rolling that dice until I find something that I like. Did a little bit of Barry Town in my LLM to Prem, which is lower league manager to Premier League manager. Got bored of that, decided to go to my hometown club, Merthyr Town, and I've been doing that up until recently. Episode 8 went up 2 days ago, but again, you can see the same trend. It's not really doing well in the way of views, and I gotta be honest, FM is probably one of the hardest games to record. Not because of recording. The recording part of it is easy, but it can be a quite difficult game to record because you have to force yourself to play the game for hours on end and play matches and manage matches and make your substitutions and do your tactics and do all of this stuff, which is very time consuming. So you may have to play for an hour or two before you get to the point where you're happy to record. You can't just record every time you sit down, because a whole season would take you 6 months of real time to sort of do. Otherwise, it would take a long time. So that's my Thrones of Britannia. That's the video, one above me, the game I mentioned earlier. I'll probably do a giveaway next year. Thrones of Britannia. So I dabbled a little bit with FM. I've dabbled with Warhammer 2, did the Mortal Empires campaign. I failed that campaign. I haven't played it for months, and then I came back and I was like, oh, what am I doing? And I've started getting back into streaming, which again is what I enjoy. But the views have been crap on the streams as well, to be fair. 63 on that one, and I had 85 on that one, whereas you saw previously I was getting like 200 or so. So I don't know what it is. YouTube has been a very strange, bizarre thing for me this year. As far as where I see my channel going now, I see me doing more streams probably. I think I might do more random content. I want to know what you guys think, because I take a lot of what you say on, to heart and on board as well. And it's just something which, you know, like if I go to my other tab here just to finish off, I clicked on live streams by here and it's brought up these. I think it just only brings you like the recent ones. I don't think it brings them in any sort of. Well, hang on, if I click on past, will that change it? Let's have a look. Yeah, that changes. So this is all my live streams. So you can see like I was doing them 3 months ago, 2 months ago, and then a month ago, 3 weeks, 6 days. Fallout 4 has been the game I've been playing quite a lot recently. The live streams for them. But yeah, I think live streaming is the way for me going forward. It always has been now, I think, for the last couple of years. My community is mainly a live streaming community. I got some awesome people that watch. I have a laugh for them. I have a joke in my streams, in my chat. We muck about. I do have a few rules in my streams, but I'm not like one of these Hitler kind of people that must have rules and we will rule the empire. I can't, you know, I'm not one of these kind of people that I just have a laugh. I let a lot of things go, and then if I see something that's shitty, then I'll just stop it. Someone who just pops in, please subscribe to my channel. I play Call of Duty and stuff like that. So, overall, that's probably the direction I'm going to go in. Is mainly streaming. The issue I have is the quality because I have technical issues, as this has been documented in this video already with upload speed. I've reduced it recently on the Fallout 4 ones, and the last one I did, which is this one by here, which got 63 views 2 days ago. That one was probably the best one I've done in a long time because I dropped it down to 480. I changed the bitrate to like 550. I did have 1 or 2 drop frames, but nothing like what this one was having next to it by here, which had like thousands of drop frames, and I just couldn't do anything with it. That's why it was like an hour and 23 and 23 views. It was made a private stream as well, so that's probably attributed to the views and stuff. So overall, I'm probably going to go head on with the streaming. I want to do more with my patrons. I haven't done nearly enough as I could have this year. Also, big shout out to everybody that subscribed this year. We actually hit 5,000 subs. We did 5,000 subs this year, guys. So big shout out to all of you that have helped the channel, helped me. I want to say thank you to anybody that's donated in the streams as well. As far as video content goes, there will be videos. I will be covering the Thrones of Britannia game when it comes out. A quick mention by here, you'll see I did a video, like a random video, talking about it for 8 minutes, about the new map that they released and faction info and stuff. That got like nearly 200 views. I haven't had near enough 200 views for quite a while, so maybe some Total War stuff, news related. If I want to cover it, I'll do it, like Thrones of Britannia, and I'll cover the campaign because it's a time period I love, so why not? They might have a Welsh faction, fingers crossed. So if not, we'll play as the Vikings or Wessex or something like that. But that'll be something we'll cover, and that'll keep your sort of appetite for Total War stuff. Because when the game comes out, the views might be there for me, but we'll have to wait and see how I feel. If everyone's getting early access and I'm nowhere near it and stuff, then I just lose a motivation for it. I might not even get it. I'm a mixed bag, so that's where my sort of loyalties lie with that. Streaming's going to go ahead, like I said, and random videos. I don't know whether I'm going to continue with FM at the moment. That's something I'm going to have to think about as well. But let me know what you think, guys, because like I said, I take your suggestions on board. I take it to heart. I might do a Star Wars Last Jedi review. That's something I might try out and see how I do with reviews. Maybe I'll do more reviews on games and films and stuff if I do a good job of this. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video here. I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.